Hey, it's Thursday.
It is.
Yeah, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that means it's time for
Opposite Saxes.
Seems like we just did this a week ago. Oh, yeah, we
No,
did. We
no,
did.
we didn't.
We did do it a week
Yes,
ago.
we did.
We do it every week,
We did.
and we're glad you're
We
here
did.
with us. We really are glad you're here with us, and we thank you very, very much for the comments.
We're getting
Come
old.
in.
We can't remember when we did it last.
Well, I remember it's every Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Yes, I understand.
That's right, and because my watch goes off. Bing, bing, bing.
You mean
bing.
if you didn't have your watch, you wouldn't know?
I probably would forget.
See, there you go.
But we are here, and we are brought to you in part by our good friend Irving Chung, who is a franchise specialist and a franchise consultant. What does that mean? That means, maybe you've given a slight bit of thought to franchising and all, but you really don't know what's out there. Sure, we know you go up, you want a Chick-fil-A franchise, you got an extra $1.5 million to spare.
He's the one to ask. He's the real deal.
And we found out one of the newest franchises on the market out there that you can call him and get more information, because it's not a great out-of-pocket amount of money to get involved. It is a waterless car wash. So it's a franchise that you can take this waterless car wash system and go to, say, an office park, and you could just spend a day just washing and detailing cars while people are working and make lots of money at it.
Wow.
Want to know more about it? Go to the website and visit Irving Chung, ichung@franchoice.com. Reach out, tell him you heard about it on Opposite Saxes and all, and he'll give you a free consultation. Is that a good deal or what?
Great deal.
I think it's a great deal. What's better than free?
Not much.
Yeah. Yes. And free. And speaking of free, we've been talking about pricing, because we've been seeing prices all over the board. The one that sticks out in my mind most is gasoline prices.
Well, for some places, some cities and counties across the country, our prices are low.
Oh, well, yes, that's true.
For us in Texas, $2.75 a gallon is expensive for gas.
Yeah, and Chicago always is, and probably always will be, one of the more expensive.
New York,
maybe
Chicago.
It's because, and I think part of it is because there's local taxes that are added on to that gallon of
All
gas,
over.
but sometimes it's $1 more up in Chicago.
The gas is more. You know what? Yes, the gas is more, but there are things that cost more that we're just not used to because we're older.
And
Let's be
one that
honest.
I always
Let's be
talk to you about is a bottle of water.
Oh, give it up for the bottle of water.
No, I'm being serious. We just said $2.75 for a gallon of gas. You think,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's terrible. You go to a convenience store and you walk in and you buy a bottle of water for $1 for what, an 12 ounce bottle.
Oh, you're
of
talking
water?
a smaller bottle. So you're talking the gallon. jugs.
Yeah. Well, even a gallon is 89 cents,
No.
isn't it?
It
Is
just
that
went
up now? It just went up. See, change the
99
prices.
cents.
99 cents for a gallon of water.
But
Just
it's non-BPA.
But if you go into that convenience store and you pay $1 or so for an 8-ounce bottle or a 10-ounce bottle, you do the math and it adds up to close to $20-some a gallon to buy water in those individual bottles. You're better off putting that money in your gas tank.
It's a whole nother story, Stuart, because there's different grades of water. And a
yes.
lot of us don't want to drink the water out of the tap. So we go to other forms of water.
Right. So you buy water in a plastic bottle, which ecologically is not good for you.
Oh, no. I said non-BPA. Non-BPA. So that jug is okay.
So,
You have to look for that.
so when you walk into racetrack, you go over and you say, excuse me, can you tell me where your non-BPA water bottles are?
Well, you can look on the water bottle
they're gonna
and it
say,
will tell you.
Huh?
It will tell you on the water bottle. But again, you're getting off the track.
No, we're talking about pricing.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but we're going into water and why we spend money on water and all that kind of jazz. Just pricing in general. When was the last time? Remember when we went to a concert once? And when you told me how much you spent on the ticket, I didn't think I could enjoy the concert from then on in.
Oh, well, and that's still true today. I mean, I honestly refuse to go to a concert in a sports arena. It just doesn't make sense. You end up sitting in the second balcony. You can't even see the stage without binoculars, or you end up watching the concert on a big screen in the ceiling
Well,
instead of watching the performers
there I
on the
agree with
stage.
you.
And that cheap seat up in the second balcony was probably $95. And we had a friend that just went,
95
yeah,
go up.
well, plus $20 processing fee and ad tax and whatever.
Yeah.
A friend of ours just went to a concert. It cost him $30 to park his car.
Yeah.
Then you go in and, if you want to buy a souvenir, like a t-shirt, $35-$40 for the t-shirts. I mean, it is getting a little bit insane when really you can go down to the music shop
And buy CD.
you can buy
Or
every
DVD,
CD
anything,
that
DVD.
group ever made, probably for what it cost you for that concert at night.
Well, as far as the parking is getting a little expensive here in Texas. But again, similar to the gas, parking has been $30 when you go to a hotel in
Well, that's
Chicago,
true.
in all of
Or
your major metropolitan cities for a long time.
Park to take a flight to go someplace for a week.
So parking, you can't go there. You don't use the parking anyway. We park it ourselves and we walk. We can use the exercise.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else, the tickets are getting out of sight. And that's why we prefer going to smaller venues, smaller theaters.
That's right. And
I'd rather give the money to them.
in many cities across the country, you have minor league baseball teams and football teams, and or go to high school sports. Man, you can see a great game at a high school, and usually there's no parking. If you want to get a drink, maybe it's $1, $1.50,
Mhm.
and $1 for a candy bar, and it's a very worthwhile experience, not only for you, but if you want to take the family. So minor league sports and high school and college sports.
But
That's
when I think about this and us discussing this, our parents used to get upset about, we would ask them for money to go to a movie, to go into the city, to go out to lunch with our friends. What? You want all that money? And we're talking a couple dollars. And
I remember saying,
so it's kind of, it's the sign of the times.
It's
a
all
sign of the times.
relative.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
My sister and I want to go to a movie. Dad, can Kathy and I go to a movie?
For a dime.
Yeah, yeah, okay. How much you need? $1 for the two of us. $1? What are you going to see? An epic, movie or something?
Well, now
Well,
you're
we're going-
dating yourself.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 movies and a newsreel and cartoons. And that $1 is not only going to get us in the door, but it's going to get us a couple of hot dogs and a drink.
You're really dating yourself. Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
But now
So-
today, and again, it's all relative. You go to the local movie theater, most of the time it's a ticket is $8, $9, $10 a
Mhm.
ticket. But if you go anytime, like on Tuesday, it's like $6.
Yeah. The light days. They will need
Same
people.
movie, same actors,
Mhm.
same length of time, same previews,
But
everything.
not everybody can go
half
on
the price.
Tuesdays. They're working. They're doing whatever.
Well, I got an answer for that.
Yes.
You call in the morning and you say,
Oh.
I'm not going to be able to come to work
Oh.
today.
Are you really saying that?
I got something.
When you were
I'll
when
be
you're
in-
a store owner,
I'll be
previous
in
store
first
owner?
thing tomorrow morning, boss. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you
wow.
stay home. Take care of yourself. Okay. All right. Come on, honey. Let's get to the movies.
That's a great thing to teach your kids and your grandson.
Yeah, I guess it's not a good thing to
No.
broadcast nationwide to your audience
No,
either.
but I think the one thing that we can agree on, and that is the housing prices. Those I
insane.
resent.
Yeah.
And those, it's not relative. when we talk housing.
And it used to be
prices.
just in certain markets. Now it seems
Now
it's
it's all
almost all
over.
over the
It
country where
is.
somebody puts their house up for sale for $300,000 and somebody comes in and says, I'll give you 350.
And they're saying, I thought it was going to be over by this fall or winter. Nope. They're saying it's going to go on for another year. I don't know if it's true, but I really resent, I mean, it's fine. That's very nice if you're the seller. But now you got to take that money and you're gonna have to go buy another something.
And so you're going
Or
to have
rent
to
an
probably
apartment,
outbid somebody
something.
else for the house that you like.
Right. And
Yeah.
there's a
it's-
point to where I'll cut it and say, no, sorry.
Yeah, no. And if you wait to make that move because you think that maybe this, pricing wars is gonna, slow down, it probably will
It will.
eventually.
It will.
But then when you want to go out and buy a house for that reasonable price, the interest rate's going to go up. And it's going to
Yeah.
end up costing you the more,
Yeah.
the same or even more.
Yes. But in the meantime, you can be saving your pennies or your dollars and
Yeah.
whatever.
It
We're aging.
It does get frustrating, but
Yeah.
to go back to our original thing about the gas, I don't know when, if a certain day of the week is better to buy gasoline, because one weekend it's $2.75 a gallon. Then the next weekend it's $2.87 a gallon. Then the next weekend it's $2.66 a gallon.
Well,
And I know that part of it is if there is a holiday weekend, the prices then usually go up a little. They call it, capitalism. That's just business.
right.
And let the buyer beware, if you will. They have an app now for Gas Buddy. And you can go on Gas Buddy. If you don't have the app, I suggest downloading it. It's a great app.
It is
Anyway,
wonderful, especially if you're traveling.
You just go, if you need gas, you click on Gas Buddy and you go find gas, and it will give you the current price at all of the gas stations that are near you, from 2 blocks away to maybe 5 miles away. But you'll find out sometimes it could be a 20-cent differential.
Mhm.
Maybe some people don't care. I mean, there's some people
Well-
that shop at grocery stores like we do. And when you shop at the grocery store, you accumulate points. Then you go to their gas pump and you cash in those points for 10, 20, sometimes 30 cents off a gallon.
Well, when it gets too frustrating and too disgusting, that's when you trade in the car and you get an electric car.
Or you get a moped.
Little tough to carry the groceries on a moped.
You add a trailer in the back. Or you get
Right.
get a motorcycle or something with a sidecar
Right.
that you can put your groceries in. Did you ever want a motorcycle?
No,
I had
Never.
one years and
Yes,
years
I
and
know.
years and years ago,
I know.
and I liked it. Today, I think I'd fall off unless I got a 3-wheel type motorcycle.
Well, we're never going to solve this, but it is what it is,
Well-
as they say. And
Well,
it is what it is. And you either pay the price to play, or I guess you don't.
Well, and when you mentioned pricing, that pricing is kind of all over the board with when you need a contractor, maybe you need a plumber or you need an electrician. You go to the apps and you got next door and people say, my toilet is leaking. I need a good plumber. Well, you either go with the big guys in town that
Yeah.
maybe can get out to see you in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Or you go to an independent plumber. And sometimes the
Yeah.
independent plumber is the same price or less than the big guy who charges a lot more because he's advertising all over the place.
Look, it's all about scouting,
Checking it out.
checking it out, going on the apps next door, all of the different apps, the home advisor. You just gotta do your due diligence.
I think it's safe to say that the one way that prices probably won't go is down.
Yeah, that's really safe.
They probably continue to go up. So if there's something that you want, you're probably better off getting it today, because if you wait tomorrow or you wait for a sale, maybe it'll come, maybe it won't.
Yeah.
So
Okay. It is what
I
it
guess
is.
that's it. So
That's it.
check your pricing before you buy. you know,
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
yeah, come back again next week. Okay. Cause we'll be here 1 o'clock Thursdays. Go out and make it a good one.
Bye.